You referred to my clip last night, but you guys edited out the next two sentences. However, we overwhelmingly do agree, and that will continue to be the case. And I think more importantly, I used to think the way you measure how close you are between countries is how many things you agree on. I learned a lesson as ambassador. That's not the best way to measure it. The best way to measure it is what happens if you disagree. Does it blow the entire relationship up? Does it become the cause célèbre? Or do you have a framework? You know how to solve problems. And that's the hallmark of our relationship, which gives me a chance to make a gratuitous but I think important comment from our side on NSA. We will get through this. There's no doubt in my mind we'll get through this. It's complicated. Friedrich and Tammy and I were discussing this last night because it's not just a government-to-government challenge. It's a man-on-the-street issue. Right. And I would say there's a lot of sense, there's a lot of discussion that we don't take this seriously. When I say the we, I have to use the royal we because I'm no longer speaking for the government in any way. But I believe history will show we're taking this very seriously. We'll get through this. It's quite obviously a matter of trust. The Chancellor has said that. Completely agree. I guarantee you if Barack Obama were sitting here, he would completely agree. It also, the Chancellor, we need to have one of these moments. We have the following ba-dump that we've written down on a piece of paper, and it goes through whatever the ba-dump is. I'm not sure I'm smart enough to know what that is. But there needs to be a tangible crossing of a bridge, at which point I think we can lance the boil and move on. It'll probably take longer than we'd like, particularly given it is an issue now for the man on the street, but we'll get through this.
Can I just interrupt for a second and ask you a question that's been on our minds here? You know, it's almost 10 years ago that we had a meltdown of the relationship over Iraq, and there was a reference to the fact that the relationship was poisoned. We got through that, which was over a policy disagreement. You just made something, I think, a very important comment. You said, this isn't about a policy issue like Iraq was. I think what you meant, it goes to the man in the street. Does that mean it has longer legs? Does that mean it has a longer gestation period?
The conventional wisdom now is that it does have longer legs. My gut tells me conventional wisdom has been wrong more often than right. So we'll see. And let's all hope that I'm right about that, that the legs are short.